Okay, a lot of hype with this next fighter who we're about to mention. Okay, this guy is on a whole nother wave.
Yep.
And his opponent is, man, his opponent. What a guy! What a champion caliber fighter. Huge step up in competition. Of course, I'm talking about no other than the Sugar Show, the number 12 ranked UFC bantamweight Sugar Sean O'Malley. 15 wins. 1 loss, 1 no contest, taking on the former UFC undisputed bantamweight champion, former interim champion, Petr No Mercy Yan, who is 16-3. What do you think about this fight?
Okay, so Jan's probably one of the best boxers in UFC. Clear cut. I mean, I'm sorry, Max Holloway, but Jan is just so clean with his boxing. But O'Malley is also a very good striker.
For sure.
I think Jan should technically still be the champion. I thought he won the last fight against the Aljo, which we'll talk about later. But, I mean, this fight is so incredible to have. It's, compared to everything else we have, too, this is just awesome to have. You have a risky fight for Jan. He doesn't have to take this fight. He doesn't have to. But he took the fight. And same with Sugar. Sugar literally taking a big step up in competition. I mean, the last fight that Sean lost was against Chito Vera, who is a very good contender in the bantamweight division, number 5.
He's
I
dangerous.
think, right?
He's dangerous. Yes, he's number 5.
I mean, he's such a dangerous fighter, and that was Sean's last loss. And like I said, Jan is on a huge, pretty much streak. They only lost to Aljo twice, one by no contest and one by decision. I mean, he's won 11 of the last 13 fights. Jan is a problem. Best boxer in the game, I think. How do you see this fight kind of playing out?
Well, he's one of the pound for pound best fighters in the UFC. Yeah. So I mean, hey, let's break it down like we've been doing. A key note is this is Jan's first 3-round fight since 2019 when he fought Uriah Faber. Since December of 2019, since then it's been all title fights.
Really? Okay.
It's been the 2 Aljo fights, and it's been the interim title fight against Corey Sandhagen that also went the distance.
Great fight.
And also let me rewind that the fight against Jose Aldo, where for the vacant bantamweight title, because Henry Cejudo vacated the belt, and a very impressive win for Jan. He was able to finish Jose Aldo. So and we look at this fight. Sean O'Malley's 5'11" to Petr Yan's 5'7", so there's a 4-inch height advantage for O'Malley and a 5-inch reach advantage for Sugar Sean O'Malley. So let's talk about Sean. He's fighting out of Scottsdale, Arizona. He's got 11 knockouts. He's got 1 submission. He's got 1 decision. He's a BJJ brown belt, 27 years old. Again, he stands at 5'11" with a 72-inch reach, and he's had fight of the night 2 times and performance of the night 4 times. He's got notable wins against Eddie Wineland, Thomas Almeida, and Howleen Paiva. He's 7-1 in the UFC, and to be honest with you, that is the biggest knock on Sean, is the quality of opponents that he has faced. Eddie Wineland, of course, a former WEC bantamweight champion. The WEC merged to the UFC. But again, a guy that was already on the kind of out the door by the time him and Sean got into the cage together. So, I mean, that's his biggest knock, and he hasn't really fought the best competition in his career.
Yeah.
And when he did, the loss to Chito Vera, he took, Chito was able to finish him with elbows in his guard, and then the no contest against Pedro Munoz. So those 2 times where he's had that test that we were going to say, okay, how good is this guy? He hasn't really been able to pass them, I guess, but nonetheless, the talent's there, the skills are there, and this is going to be the moment where we finally see, where this guy stands as far as the rankings go.
Yeah, and what's interesting is Jan actually is kind of a slower fighter. He kind of like plays with his food in a sense. So if he does that with Sean, that might favor Sean a little bit, because Sean might come in this guns blazing, because that's Sean fighter for you. He's a very entertaining fighter, very fast fighter. 3-round fight. It's been a while. I think Jan's going to come out maybe a little stronger. Sean might not be ready for that compared to his last fights and stuff. One of Jan's favorite techniques is uppercut. I can see him being kind of boxing match and Sean get uppercutted And maybe we haven't really seen his chin tested like that. So we'll see if he can take a shot. Because Jan is a powerful striker, even though he's a little smaller. I'm gonna take a hot take here. I'm gonna go Sean.
Wow.
I'm gonna go Sean, and I'm gonna go with a TKO. I see Sean maybe throwing some really weird strikes at Jan, some spinning attacks, hitting him with some really crazy ones, and Jan maybe getting caught in the second round because he's that type of fighter where he kind of goes into the fight, he grows in the fight, but he doesn't have 5 rounds to do that this time. I mean, that's 3.
Indeed, he makes a lot of reads in the first round. He's fighting out of Russia. He's got 7 knockouts. He's got 1 submission. He's got 8 decisions. A master of sport and boxing, whatever that is. That's a big deal in Russia. He's 29 years old, 5'7", 67-inch reach. He's the former UFC bantamweight champion, interim champion. Fight of the night 2 times. Performance of the night 1 time. Notable wins against former champions Uriah Faber, Jose Aldo, and Corey Sandhagen for the interim title. And he's coming off a split decision loss to Aljamain Sterling, which close fight, but I believe when you look at the media scorecards, most of the people did score that fight for Aljo. So I think Aljo controlled him a lot in that fight, and props to Aljo for getting it done because Jan's a very, very dangerous fighter. And as far as the prediction goes, Jan is he's the favorite. He's never been finished in the UFC.
3-1.
He's never been finished in the UFC. This guy's very, very durable, and this is the key is, can O'Malley get inside to pressure Jan? Can he get inside to pressure Jan? Jan's the better striker. He's more technical, probably the better wrestler, but Sean has more power. And based on their accolades, their ranking, Sean is the higher level in jiu-jitsu. He is a brown belt, so the grappling, I guess, technically is an advantage for Sean when it comes to the jiu-jitsu. But I just feel like Jan has more ways to win. He's got more experience, and I feel like O'Malley's only path to victory is by knockout.
Yeah,
like you touched on.
It is
like you touched on. So with that being said, I'm gonna take Petr Yan by decision.
Okay.
By unanimous decision. And I feel like I would want to say if it was a 5-round fight, I think Jan could actually TKO him.
Yeah,
I think Jan would get it done in the later rounds.
That's kind of how Jan is. Yeah.
So that's my decision. So let's move on. Okay, here are the big